Now, there are reports that China is perhaps trying to influence and interfere in the upcoming presidential elections in the United States. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has said that there is evidence about this in an interview that he gave to CNN in Beijing. Blinken marked the end of his three-day visit to China by saying that Washington is actually trying to cut off interference attempts. Now, Blinken also highlighted some concerns about China and other nations playing on social divisions in the United States to influence election campaigns. Now, during his visit to Beijing, Blinken repeated Washington's message to Beijing that China should not interfere in American elections. The U.S. President Biden has said the same thing to his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping at the San Francisco summit in November last year. Xi had pledged that Beijing, of course, has never intervened in the American elections. Now, remember, Canada has also accused China of interfering in its polls, but Beijing has repeatedly denied all of these accusations. Another key point that Blinken has raised during the visit was China's support for Russia's war efforts. The United States has said that China is, of course, aiding Russia in the production of tanks, ammunition and armored vehicles which are being used against Ukraine. The leader further discussed other contentious issues with his Chinese counterparts, including the PRC's dangerous actions in the South China Sea. He further said that it is important to avoid competition from turning into conflict.
I reiterated our serious concern about the PRC providing components that are powering Russia's brutal war of aggression against Ukraine. China is the top supplier of machine tools, microelectronics, nitrocellulose, which is critical to making munitions and rocket propellants, and other dual-use items that Moscow is using to ramp up its defense industrial base.
Now, Antony Blinken, who also happens to be an avid musician and a guitar player, made it a point to snap up a Taylor Swift album during an unexpected detour to a Beijing record store. He also purchased a record by a classic Chinese rocker, Wei, after his talks in China. Meanwhile, China has reiterated that it is a neutral party in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Interestingly, while Blinken was in Beijing, the Chinese foreign minister met with his Russian counterpart in Kazakhstan on the sidelines of the defense ministers' meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. The Chinese minister said that maintaining close ties with Russia is of particular importance. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.